What's up guys, and welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little different than what I normally do because I'm going to be giving commentary on a game that I recently played, a cargo match. I thought it was really exciting, really intense, and I kind of hope that this kind of intense game will be what we see in the upcoming cargo tournament, where the competition should be at a very high level. So I'm just going to be giving commentary throughout the game. Obviously, this is all from my perspective since I was playing the game, and so let's start out by introducing the players. Hold on one second. So on our side, we have obviously me, and we have Skywalker, a good player when in many situations, and Zankarik, really good player. Bowser, also an excellent player on our side. 420 Lily, who I've never actually seen before, and then obviously Envy Pegot, who counts for something. And then on their side, Sarcotic, as you can see there, an explosive shot user with the DA-17, very effective. Dodo Bird, I don't remember what he's using. Andrew Del Fuego with the EE3 with shot grenade and scattergun, very effective at killing everything. Then Brock, a solid player. Unremarkable, also a good player. And Daffy as well, using the EE4 with scattergun and shot grenade. It's also a very nasty combination. Very hard to deal with. And so from the beginning of this game, we've been putting pressure on the other side. They have not managed to really put pressure on us, but once this assault really just failed here, so they have begun to push out, but we'll see whether it goes anywhere. I've actually never watched this game all the way through. I played it obviously, but I don't remember everything that happened, and I just barely got stabbed there. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, Zane and I spawn back at the spawn point. So Rebels still have not. There we go. I'm getting some. My bursting was really on par today, even though my aim was not awesome. So when I was hitting people, it was quite good. And let's see. Yeah, we're still putting pressure on them. The shot grenades, though, really nasty. I've got to give it to Bowser there for saving my life and then dying. Definitely at this point we've got the upper hand. Still putting pressure on the base. Really unrelenting pressure too. And we're into the base now. So still got the upper hand. Dodged the scattergun, only to be scattergunned. And then Zane came in, took him out. And we got Bowser and me, Zane. Bowser goes for the cargo, gets the cargo, and we are out. Sarcotic is on the other side, attempting to get in, but we hold her back, and Bowser is away. And this looks like, unless there's somebody in the base, this should be cargo for us Imperials, which would, after all this pressure at the beginning, yep, it's ours, would be really decisive. And beating off the counter-offensive done by the Rebels there. Very well done. So if they had come back with a quick stroke, it would have been even again, but beating them back there, we now have a solid lead and continue to put pressure on the base. So I'm sure the Rebels at this point were feeling the pressure. So this is really good competition. Everyone's fighting really hard. And as I said, this is what I really hope we see in the cargo tournament. It would be very exciting. Obviously, you won't see the EE3s or the let's kind of mark it there. EE3s or EE4s or shot grenade or scattergun or anything like that. But still, the level of competition is what we're looking at here. Just a constant pressure from everyone on each team, constantly fighting. That's what really excites me about this game. Yeah, continued pressure, not making really any headway, which is fortunate for the Rebels, because if we do get another cargo, this is really a tough spot for them. Because we have all the momentum right now. And I avoid the shock grenade there. We still got a scattergun, and I get scattergunned. We definitely have way better of a team at this point. They don't have any momentum. However, we did lose our pressure on the front of the base, which could swing. They're getting a couple people into the base to try and steal the cargo. That's solid. And Zane and Andrew Del Fuego kill each other. And they have the cargo, and that looks like it's probably Brock and Unremarkable together getting the cargo. Good cargo team. And I totally missed with the smart rocket there, but we get the cargo back. And they now have some of the pressure on our base. So that takes the pressure off their base. Dodged the scattergun there. Took the pressure off their base and took our attention back to our base. So now things have evened out a lot, but really what they need to do is they need to get the pressure on our base, which we really haven't felt so far. Yeah, now we're getting some of that pressure back, but again, with every attempt by them to get the cargo, we are distracted again, and you can see pretty much some of us are still hanging around the front of their base, but it's still, three of us had to fall back and take care of that pressure that even just one person is putting on our base. So in an ideal situation, you probably would want a couple people hanging back and defending. But we were not communicating on our team. So we just all stormed at the same time. And Daffy with his EE4 there. Very effective. And this is not super good for us because half our team died and spawned, so we don't have any structure right now. They briefly had control of the hangar there. That was quickly lost. Dodo Bird misses with his scattergun, and we are in their base. This is quickly swung back in the other direction. We have their base and control of the hangar, but with just a proximity bomb and some explosive shot, things have swung back. And even though we grabbed the cargo, still the bow rifle. And I don't think we can get this cargo back. They may, yeah, I think they're gonna get their cargo back, and we, oh no, we succeeded in getting our cargo back. Nice. Solid play. It's just a trade, so it really got nobody anywhere. It kept us in the lead, which is important. Really, but it has balanced things out, which gives the Rebels just a little bit of momentum, which is really what they need. They need to swing the momentum back in their favor, and they have the cargo again. Now, this is important because they have been putting pressure constantly, grabbing the cargo, not with a large number of people, but having one person sneak in, grab the cargo, which means that we're always watching behind us, even as we're putting pressure on their base about whether they're going to grab the cargo, which means that we're distracted and putting less pressure on their base. But this was a pretty heavy attack, and we lost somebody, which makes us lose just a little bit of map control, which is bad. And we're fighting over the cargo here. If they get this back, yeah, and they got it back, so that's really important for them. We continue to try and get cargo back. If we can get this back, this is good. Gives us a little bit of an edge, but at this point, the momentum has been swinging just a little bit in the favor of the Rebels. And it's still very close, very, very close. Now, if I get this cargo back, that's very good, but I don't think I will. Nope, scattergun. And so now the game is even again, and no team has clear momentum. Actually, I would give momentum to the Rebels at this point, because they've been putting pressure on our base, getting the cargo very consistently. And we don't really have an answer at this point. They've put together a strong offensive and defense at the same time, whereas we pretty much only have a strong offense. But with the offense, we were at their base, and so we were just able to stop the cargo. That is very important for us. Now things have kind of evened out again, where nobody's quite putting pressure on anybody else. They have our base, we have their base. It's an awkward situation, but whoever wins here continues to get the momentum. The Rebels still have the momentum with them grabbing the cargo. Skywalker just barely gets the cargo back there before being shocked. And man, we cleaned them up right there. Stopped the cargo carrier, and once again we are in control of the hangar. But that control swings so quickly. DH-17 with explosive shots, crazy. I think this game has become a little bit more even now that we lost one person. So now we're trying to put a little bit of pressure on with Bowser getting the cargo, but still, Rebels are constantly putting... Oh, that was rough. I didn't think you could get me there. They're still putting pressure on us by grabbing the cargo. And we did not get that cargo back. So, still very, very close. Just constant pressure for them. That's really important because with the beginning of the game, they did not have any momentum. Then they slowly built momentum, and they've maintained that momentum of constantly pressuring us and throwing us off balance. Oh, and he stabbed me. Yeah, so at this point, it's very close, and who has the advantage is really unclear at this point. So all of us are just outside our base, and all of them are just inside our base. So given the spawn points, I would give Imperials just a little bit of an advantage here. But it looks like it might end up being a stalemate or swing in the favor of the Rebels. We're still holding them at bay. That's important. If we stop them here, things stay even. If we don't, then yeah, you can see my aim was struggling there. If we don't hold them here, then big swing in favor of the Rebels. But oh, and I got stabbed. And see, Brock just barely picked up the cargo, but then you get killed instantly. Intense fight over the cargo here, and we return it. That's really important for us because it's still even, and we've cleared them out of the hangar. So now we can start to put pressure on them, try and win this game. They don't have any pressure on our base at the moment. If we can do this, then at this point it might be just a bit too late to break into their base. Given the amount of defense that they have. And there goes Brock to try and get that cargo from us. And they've still got a strong defense, so we're at a disadvantage at the moment because we're pressuring them, they're pressuring us, but they are also defending against us, whereas we're not defending against them. So yeah, they have the cargo now. We do not have the cargo. This is not looking good for us Imperials. Although, I can't tell if that's Brock or Unremarkable. No, that's Brock. Brock is not protected there. And so we were able to stop him. And with 25 minutes to go, or not 25 minutes, 25 seconds to go, this is going to conclude the game because nobody can get the cargo back this quickly. So this is going to be a draw. And of course, we're still trying just to prove that we can. And they're still trying with the cargo. And the cargo carriers are going to end right next to each other. So, that really looked like I almost got stabbed there. Yeah, good game. Everyone got a lot of deaths. KD is clearly an advantage to the Imperial side, but draw, good game nonetheless, and really exciting. And Brock with MVP, and Bowser with most cargo delivered. Not much cargo delivered that game, and Skywalker with most cargo carriers killed. So that's that game. If you guys enjoy watching videos with me giving commentary on them instead of just watching the videos with no commentary, you can let me know, and I can definitely do more of these. So I hope to see you in another video, and thanks for watching.